Number 9. Practice single handling with key tasks. Single handling is one of the most powerful of all time management techniques. This technique alone will boost your productivity by 50% or more the very first day you begin practicing it. When you make single handling a habit, you can actually double your productivity even if you do nothing else recommended in this program. The way it works is simple. You make a list of everything you have to do. You select the most important item on your list, the highest value use of your time. Then you start work on that most important task, and you discipline yourself to stay at it until it is 100% complete. Andrew Carnegie, who became one of the richest men in the world after starting as a day laborer in a Pittsburgh steel plant, attributed much of his wealth and success to this simple formula. He said that it had transformed his life and the lives of everyone who ever worked for him. Remember, the two keys to success are focus and concentration. Your ability to concentrate single-mindedly without diversion or distraction on one thing, the most important thing, and stay with it until it's complete, will contribute more to your success than any other habit you will ever develop. The fact is that if you start a task and then put it aside, coming back to it later and starting again, you can eventually increase the amount of time required to perform that task by 500% or 5 times. On the other hand, if you pick up a task and you discipline yourself to stay at it until it's done, you can decrease the amount of time it takes to do that task by as much as 80%. This is one of the great secrets of time management and high productivity. And it is a habit that you can learn by repetition and practice over and over again. There are 2 major payoffs from single handling. The first is that you will become one of the most valuable and highest paid people in your field, and very quickly. The second, and even more important, is that every time you complete a major task, you get an endorphin rush. Your brain releases a chemical that gives you a feeling of well-being. You feel happy all over, and your self-esteem goes up. You feel energized and motivated and eager to start on another task. Single handling is one of the most important of all success principles ever discovered. Number 10. Eat that frog. There's an old saying that goes like this. If the very first thing you do each morning is to get up and eat a live frog, you can have the satisfaction of knowing that it's probably the worst thing that's going to happen to you all day long. And there's another observation that says, if you have to eat a live frog, it doesn't pay to sit and look at it for too long. Your frog is the biggest, ugliest, hardest, most challenging, but most important task that you have to do at any given time or on any given day. The jobs that can make the greatest difference in your career and in your life are invariably big, hard jobs. These are the very jobs that you are most likely to procrastinate on. These are the jobs that you keep putting off, even though you know how important they are or can be if you get them done. Here's the formula for single handling. Make a list of everything that you have to do the next day, the night before. Organize the list by priority using the ABCDE method. Select your A1 task, the most important thing you have to do tomorrow, and put it in the center of your desk or workplace before you quit for the day. Then, first thing in the morning, before you make any telephone calls or read the newspaper or talk with your coworkers, discipline yourself to start work on that task and stay with it until it's done. Discipline yourself to eat your frog every morning until it becomes a habit. This starts your day with a bang. From then on, you'll have more energy, greater focus, and you will work at a higher tempo. You'll always get far more done on the day when you eat your frog first thing. About 5 years ago, I was conducting a strategic planning exercise with a $30 million company. I told them the story about eating their frog first thing in the morning. They liked the story so much that at the following Christmas, every executive in the company received a brass frog to put on their desks to remind them of the importance of the principle. Within 5 years, the company's annual sales jumped from $30 million per year to over $100 million. And throughout the company, the executives that I continue to work with proudly point out the brass frogs on their desks and tell me what a difference it's made in their lives. Try it for yourself. Eat that frog.